Hey Virgos, what's going on, my lovelies? This is going to be a twin flame reading. That's what they wanted for a sign of Virgo. So we will see what is going to happen with masculine and feminine. Oh, all right. Source wants you to relax and go with the flow, feminine, because masculine still loves you. So, there was a period where it was time to say goodbye, and union is definitely not here yet because I feel like he's just got a sad soul. Masculine's got a sad soul. Look, he has good intentions. They don't want you rejecting him. Okay, he couldn't handle it right now. It's important that you two keep in touch. That way, he has. But they want it to be really lighthearted. It's him. It will always be him, whether you like it or not. He's got a place in your heart. And that's not going to change. Actually, it's only going to intensify as he heals. And they want you to know, they want me to read this one verbatim. The circumstances don't matter. Trust that your desire will come to you and it will manifest. No need to worry. Know that your manifestation is already on its way. It's already done. Detach. So it doesn't matter what the circumstances are between you and this person. It doesn't matter the distance. It doesn't matter the toxic experiences. It doesn't matter whether you believe they don't love you enough or if you think it will never work out because two different lines of work that are two conflicting values. It is going to work out. It's just taking some time. And it's masculine needs, I don't want to say relationship in the intimacy right now and the physical aspect, like sexting, all that is off the table. That needs to be off the table because masculine's got to learn how to sit in the heart space and feel strong and comfortable in sharing their emotions. And who better to do that with than you, feminine? Do you want him doing that with someone else, having that emotional connection? They don't want you to get too enmeshed in it. Realize, like, it's like you got to learn to, okay, I love this person. We have a future together, but they're not ready. And really, I'm not ready either, because if they're not ready, that means I'm not ready. Okay? There's always going to be things that both of you need to kind of navigate through and grow through. That's just part of the experience. Even when we die, we still grow when we're in non-physical. We never stop wanting more and growing. So it's just like you have to get comfortable with knowing that there's always going to be more. They want, and he does. He has good intentions. Don't reject him. He can't handle it. I feel like maybe you said that goodbye to him in the past, blocked him, blocked masculine. It's just an energy. You could be a same-sex couple. I feel like he's learned a valuable lesson that if he doesn't open up and communicate with you more, which I do feel he is trying to do, and you've got to be able to give him grace, feminine, because something that seems very insignificant and a really small change to you, thank you for the confirmation, is very difficult for this masculine. I mean, it feels like they are climbing Mount Everest trying to understand how to be emotionally available. Think about, okay, let's just say you're told today that you have to go on stage tomorrow and and you're, let's just say you only speak English, and you have to go to China and speak on a stage tomorrow on how to mine on an oil rig, and you are the person teaching this entire crowd, okay? And you know nothing about this. So put yourself in that situation, and you're thinking, I got to do this tomorrow. And you've got this urgency about you where I got to do this tomorrow. I've got to get, this is coming up. I need to do that. That's the urgency that your masculine is feeling right now. He loves you. He adores you. But, and he's feeling this urgency, but he just doesn't know how to implement this. So they're asking you to give him grace in regards to, he's going to try different things. Some things will be successful, some things will not be successful, but they don't want you judging the things that he's doing and just kind of looking at him like, oh, I can, he's trying. He missed it by a long shot this time, but he is trying to give him that type of, soft energy, and be playful in your conversations. And don't be hard on him. It really it's digging at masculine when you say things that it's like you're kind of digging at them about things that they know they need to work on, and they don't know how to say to you, hey, I'm trying here. Why can't you praise me for what I'm trying to do? And they are. This is a really sensitive, vulnerable masculine right now. I mean, he feels like fragile, like glass, like he could shatter at any minute. That's emotionally, that is how he feels. And when he talks to you somehow, it's like he has a hard time catching his breath, because I'm having a hard time kind of catching my breath. And it's almost like he throw him a good old attaboy type of energy at him. Like, oh, that must have been really hard for you to say that. In the past you didn't really say that. So, thank you for saying that. I appreciate you, showing some effort. Like, that type of stuff is going to go a long way. Thank you for the confirmation. That type of stuff is going to go a long way. Instead of throwing it up in their face that it didn't work out in the past because, you didn't open up, or you didn't commit, or you didn't this and you didn't that. This masculine needs to see your nurturing side, not your masculine side. Okay. Oh, shit. All right. So this is how they came out with me. So in his mind, and okay, that message that I just gave you about being sensitive and not bringing up like how it didn't work in the past, or why you didn't talk to them, or you ghosted them, all that stuff, like, that needs to be let go, and a clean slate needs to happen, because masculine, this is how masculine's feeling. Masculine thinks of you as being kind of abusive with how you approach them. And I don't know, it's really the way you're saying things. Like, let me think of something here. Okay, so you're saying something like this, like, I told you this wasn't going to work because you didn't communicate with me in the past. And you say it in that tone. Opposed to you saying like, oh, I knew it wouldn't work. It's okay. Like, I knew that this was a thing from the past, and, we're just kind of working through it. Do you see the difference? Like, you're really still letting them know that in the past it didn't work, but your tone changes and the wording changes a little bit to where you kind of steer it towards something positive. They need to hear that now. This masculine did not have a stable mother figure in their life. Like, very toxic. Some of them were just absent, and others were toxic. They didn't have that emotional grounding that they needed. And it's like, that's why they've attracted you, and you are somebody who can mimic that energy when it comes to how you communicate. They need this. They need the Ten of Cups. So right now in their mind, They think this is how they're thinking of you, as the Queen of Swords in reverse. They're thinking of you as verbally abusive and a little hard nosed and cutting them out, like to the point where they're like really getting sliced and hurt. Even in small, like meaningless conversations, you're saying things that really are kind of digging at them a little too much, and they're going to end up pulling back if you stay in this energy, feminine, towards them. In their emotions towards you, there's an imbalance here. They are heartbroken, okay? They're not, because you are a woman or a man scorned, you're a feminine energy, divine feminine scorned. It's like they don't know how to open up to you, and it's actually put them more in this fear-based energy. They feel like you've completely let them go. They have a lot of dreams about you, of what you could be, of a family. Um, I don't know why I just heard pets. Something about pets being important. I don't know. Let's see what signs are heavy in this. I have Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius again, Leo, Libra again, Scorpio, and Capricorn. Okay, those are heavy, heavy signs in this reading. Number 7 could be significant. 9, 6, 9 again, 7, 7997. Did you see how that came out? 7997 and now 1. Okay, those numbers could be significant. And that is what I have for the masculine. Let's see, feminine. This is how they view you. So how are you viewing masculine now? You're thinking that they're speaking with other people. Like you being here is like, this is how you're thinking of them. When you think of them, you think of them being with other people. You're thinking about the partners they've been with. Like, who are they talking to? What are they doing? And look what came right back out, the freaking Queen of Swords. And your emotions, you are setting some really strong boundaries, pretty rigid boundaries. Really, you notice she's in all black here with a little bit of white and a red rose on her main spike here on her crown. You're coming across, so while you're viewing yourself as coming across as setting strong boundaries with masculine, he's viewing it as you're being too harsh on him, because you think what you're doing is right, and what how he's taking it in, how it's coming across to him is very brutal. um you also think that he's too, like, masculine. You're also thinking that masculine is too much in their, like, head. You don't think that they show enough emotion. You think they're too heady, like, very, you think they're intelligent, you think they have a lot to offer, they can communicate well, but emotionally they're so stunted, is your view. In the physical realm, you feel like there is no possible way. I gotta show you this. You're thinking there's no possible way this could come together. Like, this is self-imposed entrapment. And remember the card that came out that literally spoke to that card with a message. Okay, first off, I didn't read this one last time. It's so sad to love a soul and maybe never know how they truly feel about you. It's not tragic to love and not be loved back. It's tragic when true love is being silenced. Are you being silenced here? That there was that card I was telling. Remember? Yeah. Okay. This is the card that I read earlier, and it's the same thing as this. The circumstances don't matter. Trust that your desire will come to you and it will manifest. No need to worry. Know that your manifestation is already on the way. It's already done, and detach. This relationship is already on the way. It's in a phase that you don't like right now. That doesn't feel good to you, but it is on the way. Look, and he knows that you're with him. He can sense it. He doesn't quite yet know how, but he will approach you. That card was at the bottom of the deck when I very first started this reading, and it just stuck on there. When I pulled the cards, the bottom card stuck, and it was the same card after all that shuffling. So you're in a place where you're in a place where you need to work on your mental clarity towards masculine, because you are not seeing an out. And you see that you're all swords and no heart here. You're only thinking feminine. You're not feeling. There are no cups on this table for you. There's no emotion. You're being too logical. You need to open up your heart space to this masculine a little more, with that card that came out that said, it's important that you keep in touch, and he has good intentions. Don't reject him. He couldn't handle it. He could not handle it. He's very sensitive right now, so it's important that you kind of lighten up towards him, and you're going to find that he's going to be opening up to you more when you sit more in your heart space. Okay. I love you, twin flame Virgos. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.